How goes it? Ken Bozak here to talk about Bitcoin and Bitcoin accessories. And today I'm here with my bro ENJ Gold. That's at ENJ Gold on Twitter, Instagram. Shout out to my bro. How goes it?
What's going on, brother, man? I've been waiting for this moment to sit down and talk to you and pick your brain. I'm excited to be here with you, man. I've
Same,
been
dude.
following you
Since
for a long
Vegas,
time.
since Vegas,
Man,
bro. Since I met you in Vegas in person, I've been just dying for this opportunity. I mean, I've seen you in crypto Twitter, Facebook, on the internet. We've been following each other for years now.
oh man, it has been. It's been a good minute. I mean, I remember like when I first met you and stuff like that. I first seen your YouTube videos and stuff like that, and now I'm actually here to get a podcast with you. It's like I'm privileged. I'm honored right now, brother. I want to say thank you. I really
Appreciate
do
it.
want to say thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to to talk to the little YouTubers such as myself.
Well, why don't you let everybody know a little bit about yourself, maybe how you got into cryptocurrencies and
Okay.
how that led you to what you're doing now in the industry.
Okay, we can definitely do that. Let's see. I retired. Let's see. I don't even know where to really start. I'm coming back from the medical marijuana industry. I've been in the medical
On
marijuana
that
industry
note,
for like 9 years. Oh, I love seeing that right there. I'm gonna light one up in a minute. I've been in the medical marijuana industry about 8, almost 9 years now. Actually, I started off just working for a company called Firetown. They used to pay me 1 gram a day. 1 gram a day to be my first snap of the day. My first snap of the day, my morning wake and bake, bam. That's how they got their promotions. So I've been doing a lot of marketing and promotions through the medical marijuana industry. And then, one thing kind of led to another thing. And then bam, man, it just, I don't even really know how to start. It's kind of crazy.
start at the
But
beginning and then finish at the end.
okay, anyway, I've been in the medical marijuana industry 9 years and stuff like that. In the
Holy
last
shit, you're a
years,
vet.
I've been really trying to get out of there and trying to break away into something new. And by me leaving the medical marijuana industry, I was leaving a lot of my income behind. Because I deal with a lot of growers from Oregon and Humboldt County and stuff like that for like many years. And so I was trying to find a way to get my income, the same income I had, but in a different direction. So I started doing like the medical marijuana events and start doing like wholesaling like items and stuff like that. ENJ Gold all over the place. Um, and after a while, I just kind of like, I started getting burnt out after like 7 years, saying? Every other weekend, taking off out of town, spending money, being time on the road. Just, after a while, your body just gets burnt out from doing this. I mean, I'm sure because you've been doing the crypto conferences last year, 2 years, and
Yeah,
it's a lot of money coming in and out.
it's
And so like,
overwhelming
I
for
got to kind
sure.
of break away from this and kind of like, minimize my outgoing money. And so then I kind of like started like getting like Forex and day trading and things like that, thinking, okay, well, I could Forex and day trade and make, saying $1,000, $1,200 a week, something that was realistic, something I could live off of. And it kind of just rolled over from Forex into Bitcoin. And I was not really planning on getting into Bitcoin, except it kind of just was brought to my attention. We're doing a Forex trading group on Facebook, and I was sitting there complaining, like, man, I hate waiting 3 to 5 days for wire transfers from the Forex site to my bank account. And the guy like laughed at me, like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, how do you cash out your profits from your TradeWay account? He goes, I got a BitPay card. I'm like, well, what's a BitPay card? He goes, I'm completely new to
So
this.
wait, you could cash out a Forex using Bitcoin to receive your profits?
Yes, as long as you do a deposit
What?
into Forex on the site, as long as you do a deposit with Bitcoin, you can do a withdrawal with Bitcoin. And
Dude,
like that was
wait, time out. You can
yes,
do a Bitcoin deposit onto Forex and trade.
yes.
Why didn't nobody
For
tell me
TradeAway.
this?
TradeAway. You could do. I had to do $100. I just do $100 deposit, and that way I could just start, withdrawing. And then my withdrawal address was the BitPay card.
Genius. Perfect.
So went straight from TradeAway right to the BitPay. And back then, this is like 2 years ago, there was no 3 hour wait time on the BitPay card like there is now.
Yeah, no, I literally dealt with that last night. I was leaving New Jersey, driving to New York City for a conference. I sold some Bitcoin to top up my fiat, so I had gas money or bridge money. And it took about I got to New York City at the event, and then finally my BitPay card cash cleared. And I was just sitting there like, damn, I should have just hit the Bitcoin ATM down the street at 7-Eleven. You know, it's starting to get more convenient. But so I'm just curious, man. You came from like the Forex mindset of trading. I'm just like, what were some of the things that you felt were like bad habits that you may have brought from the Forex to crypto, considering it's such a different environment?
Well, see, in Forex like that, you know, once you learn how to read the charts, you kind of see what's going to happen with the chart. And so, like in Forex, I learned how to take like $100 or $200 and 5 or 6x my money. And that's kind of what, you know, the mindset I went to a lot of these new crypto platforms, like, you know, okay, from Forex, I kind of like got into my first withdrawal. My first withdrawal was $3,900 from a Forex account, and it went straight to my BitPay card. And at the time, I was like, okay, this is cool as fuck. But then I didn't really spend no money on there for like 2-3 days, and I see my $3,900 went up to like $4,200. Actually, it was like $3,100 went to like $3,200 or $3,300 over like a 3 or 4 day period of time. And so in my mind, I'm like, dude, like, you know, I knew I had $3,900 in there. I knew I cashed out $500, and it's going up and down. But I didn't spend no money for like 4 or 5 days, and it jumped up a couple $100. And when that happened, I'm like, whoa, I'm never gonna let this thing go 3 Bitcoin in my mind. You know what I'm saying? I said I had $3,900 in here. I withdrew like maybe $500-700, just going up and down. And so I figured in my mind, as long as I have $3,000 in here and I spend everything on top, it's all profit.
Right. That's how I was looking at it when I first kind of got into the space, dude. That's crazy that excuse me, that you got into crypto basically just for looking at your Forex profits moving faster because of the issues of the legacy system. So you kind of got into crypto, I would say, the exact right way, only looking at it as a solution to a problem that you actually fucking had. So many people are trying to find solutions because this tool is awesome. Like Bitcoin's great, crypto's great, blockchain's great. But they have this tool, and I mean, picture it like a chainsaw and your basement's flooded. You got a problem, but that great tool is not going to solve that problem. I don't care how awesome of a chainsaw you have, your basement's staying flooded. So, but you saw the use case behind Bitcoin and crypto because of the transaction fees. And a lot of people are probably going to give, you know, shit for using BitPay because they're pro-government and they're going to give all that tax information. But if you're cashing out through Forex, you are actually looking for somebody to help you manage your profits and gains. And BitPay actually sends out a what is it? A 1099. Yeah, exactly. So it really helps make your crypto spending easy.
Yeah, I think it's like 20,000, something like that. You do get 1099. And like say, so I'm coming from like the Forex mindset, and then, you know, I actually hit a home run with like BitConnect. I got in early. I got in like April, May, June. I got into BitConnect. And you know what I'm saying? Just, I don't know, things just kind of went weird for me once I got into BitConnect. Because like the friends I was listening to in the Forex, I wasn't listening to anymore. And then I was listening to new crypto friends, and you know, it's like, wow, it's like you're gonna have roller coaster to where like, dude, you know, I need to be educated more on what I'm really investing in at the time. But money was just flowing so well. It's like, you know, it's just crazy. You know, one ICO up to the next ICO up to the next ICO, and my friends call me stingy Angie because I don't like to spend no money. I'm one of those. I'm a real cheap person. And so I see a lot of people going to like these programs, you know, saying with like thousands and thousands of dollars. I don't do that. I go with like $300-400 and kind of just like, okay, let's gamble. Can I turn this $400 into a 10x? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it works, sometimes it didn't.
But you're playing with money you're not emotional to, so you're already ahead of the game right there. You don't care if that 300 disappears because that's not your life savings. A lot of people were looking at their life savings and throwing it into this space and getting really emotional, and we've seen what happens. And I would say probably what I would say would maybe have happened when you went from like Forex into crypto and got mixed up with like the BitConnect and everything like that. Like even I got sucked into that whole little fucking like Genesis mining, bit petite bullshit kind of stuff. Like that kind of sucked me in too because it looked so like lucrative, and I really was ignorant to the understanding of it. And as soon as light bulbs started to click, you know, you start running. But what happens is the money and the attention that you were giving to the trading, the day trading, the Forex that you were applying into crypto, you weren't day trading anymore. You're shilling affiliates, shilling referrals, making information that you can capitalize off of as, you know, monetized content instead of just doing what you were doing and trading. And that's where we got distracted. I think a lot of people in this space did, and it happened to the most mainstream of the content creators. But I'd like to see that, you know, it's getting back to the point of the fundamentals. A lot of us have been here enough to be scammed, know what a scam looks like, and highlight what a scam is for the people that are just coming in that have no fucking clue. You know, like if you haven't been scammed yet, I don't know if you're even in crypto yet. Like that's your initiation. You haven't been hazed by the fraternity of blockchain if you haven't been scammed yet.
Oh man. No, I mean, talking about being hazed and stuff like that. I mean, you got 10,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel, dude. That's you know, like mind blowing.
Thank every single one of you for putting up with me.
I got roasted by a guy with 20,000 YouTube subscribers. And I'm like, dude, how am I gonna pick on a YouTuber with only 450 subscribers and you got 20,000? And so whatever I was doing, I was catching people's attention because I got roasted the hell out of it.
Fuck,
but you know what? So like, you know,
well, that's the tribalism in this space, right? Like, and that's the highlight reel too that happens. You know, people will read the headlines or just follow somebody, and you know, if somebody they follow doesn't like somebody, they automatically don't like them either. They're never thinking for themselves, right? Like that's the tribal mentality is I have a thought leader, so I don't have to deal with my own thoughts and lead myself and blame myself when shit goes wrong. I'm gonna blame this guy. You know, dude, I didn't follow ENJ Gold because this dickhead said something. Fuck, man, I should have been following this dude.
It's crazy because he actually did a second video on arbitrage and stuff like that, and he says this idiot keeps saying hi to me and stuff like that because he wants to shout out. I didn't give a damn. He's saying, hey, I'll take negative. I'll take negative or good positive vibes. I don't even care. Just pay attention. I'm doing something over here.
What are your thoughts on arbitrage, man? Because I think that it's a scam, but it's also not a scam. Ooh, okay. What a conundrum.
No. Honestly, right now, because there's kind of like the prediction I'm in right now because I went through like the big connects and all the lending platforms like that. I've been in arbitrage since May 28th. I started off arbitraging. I started arbitraging with $375, one time out of pocket, and I almost 30x my money to this day. And this company's still paying out to this day. You know, and so people like, you know, well, I'm so far in profit. You know, how can I knock a company that's, you know, I believe it. Actually, arbitraging is what gave me faith back into crypto. Because I went through all those DApp games and Trump wigs and Ether cartels and all these DApp games, and you know, saying I just lost money, and I was like, you know what, man, let's let me back up and let me save some money up, and you know, I seen arbitraging, and I said, you know what, here, let me take a little gamble, $375, you know what I'm saying, bam, bought me some tokens. The first week it went from I bought it at 62 cents, and the first week. It hit $1, and then by the second week, it was already at $3 to $5.
When was this though? During the last year bull run, I bet.
May. No, it was in May.
Oh,
May,
wow.
April. Yeah, like I got in at 62 cents, so I got in, you know, right about a month after the ICO. But what they're doing, they're pegging. You can buy it at 62 cents, and it was pegged at $1. So you can buy it at 62 cents and put it at $1. And so what happened when the price actually went to $1? I stopped my A-bot, and then it went up to $5. And then my $400 went up to like 16, almost 2,000. So it went right back in. And then so what I did was I pulled my initial $400 out. So now I'm playing like $1,400. And this right here is like week 4 or 5 for me. You know what I'm saying? So within the first 6 weeks, I got 100% of my initial investment back in my pocket.
Right. As long as you take your initial investment, as soon as you make your money back, everything else is house money. Who cares?
That's where I'm at right now. 10 months later. I'm still playing on house money off this $375 investment I did last May. And, you know, say it came up, you know, and the money, you know, I use that money to plan other little ICOs, not other ICOs, but other little programs, stuff like that. Like I've been stacking up on my Steemit a little bit. My Steemit price went down since I've been stacking up.
What are your thoughts on non-fungible tokens instead of like you know, ERC20s or utilities? Are you thinking about starting to stack up? Not saying crypto kitties, but like shit like that. Is that something that caught your attention?
Easy peasy bought me my first crypto kitty.
Shout out to Easy Peasy. I fucking love that guy. I know he doesn't love me anymore, but I still fucking love you, Easy. So everybody, go tell Easy Peasy I still fucking love him.
Easy peasy. No, matter of fact, Easy Peasy last Christmas, well, 2017 Christmas, he went everybody in his chat room, gave everybody $250. I mean, there's like maybe 30, 40 of us, about 30 of us in the chat room. He gave everybody who's in the chat room $250. Bam, 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 bam. And it's like, wow, it must be nice to be rich because these guys were doing real numbers. And like,
he was giving crypto away to the people, I think, that were complaining about JSNP4's Bit Petite scam. I think that's what.
Yeah, he did have a lot of referrals out there because like those are the people like that kind of mentored me. But I learned a lot of things. But the main thing I learned in like these kind of programs is don't throw all your tokens into the investment side. Huddle tokens so that way when it hits like $2, $3, $4, $5, you can take those, you know, what I'm saying 100 tokens or 1,000 tokens and put it back in your pocket and become solid full as quick as possible. That is what a lot of people don't do. You know what I'm saying? What they want to do is like, oh, it's worth $10, throw it all in there and then get the 1% or whatever it is coming out during the day. I don't do that. I play the game completely different. You know what I'm saying? If I put half my tokens in, I'm cashing half the tokens out. I'm holding half the tokens.
So what about those collectibles? I was actually at a conference in New York City yesterday. That was the one I headed to. And there was a company called War Riders. And they have fucking cars on the blockchain. They don't even have a game yet. You can't even play with the car. And they're selling these fucking digital magic internet vehicles for over $500 to $1,000, bro. And they're selling them a lot. So I'm just starting to think in my mind, like as an investor, right? Like as an investor, you look at stocks, you look at bonds, you look at ETFs and futures, and now these cryptocurrencies, securities, ICOs, utilities, all these new things, and now I'm almost able to add to my portfolio Ferrari and Yeezy shoes. Like, what?
Oh,
like you can invest in Yeezy shoes because you can buy the token that it's backed by on wax.io. So like,
see, that's why I love watching your show, because every time I watch one of your shows you bring, dude, I actually for my education right now is me watching you for 1 hour a day.
Dude, much
4 or 5
appreciated.
days a week. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, if I could bring up one thing something new to somebody, man, that's great. Like, did you know that you could send that hat on your head to wax.io? They'll put it in a vault and they'll send you a private key. You can send me the private key. I can send it to their exchange and they'll mail me the hat.
That's kind of crazy.
It's insane. They're tokenizing public storage meets a flea market.
Oh, man. And see, that's why I love listening to you, because I always get educated when I come to you. Man, I'm not worthy.
Fuck out of here, bro. Like, yo, I appreciate you, man. Like I said, your cannabis knowledge and contributions is just ridiculous, man. And I can't wait to see when you start to twist it. When you start to combine the cannabis and blockchain, because when I see you in Vegas, right? I don't not to mean the docs, but you know, you out there. So's Tokes platform, and there's the dispensary. Shit, now I can't remember the name.
Who's dispensary?
There's like a dispensary that accepts crypto. So like Tokes is in Vegas putting cannabis on the supply chain from farmer to dispensary to purchaser. And you know,
see, I work here. I have a contract with a medical marijuana. Well, I have a contract with a weed mat company called THC, the Healing Collective, and Natural Remedies, and I make medicated suckers for them. And they're using the blockchain technology for their inventory now, because everything like is state certified and state licensed. And so now they're actually using the blockchain technology for the inventory to keep track of every single seed, gram.
Because they can't steal, they can't lie, they can't fix the books, they can't cook the books, people.
And so, like, you know, the state is really, here in California, is really pushing towards that, you know what I'm saying? For this type of, you know what I'm saying? We want to see everything. And so it's kind of crazy, because just in the last 6 months, you know what I'm saying, the people I've been working with have been transferring over into this and stuff like that. We got the first walk-in clinic opening up in the next 30 days that I work with called THC. We're going to have the only walk-in clinic within 65 miles. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? And we're recreational, and we're recreational, and we're medical use. So that there's going to be like a big thing for us. But out here in California, we pay a 33% tax, or about a 23% tax. We almost pay like almost 25% tax on recreational weed. And so we're like the medical marijuana tax, we don't have to pay that tax. And so it's just like.
But that's like extortion of like health. I feel like crazy. Saying that you need a medical marijuana card, or I mean, I always try to say cannabis. So a medical cannabis card, you know, to say you need to buy one, it's hundreds of dollars. It's like
No, it's not.
no. How much?
You 25, $30 now.
Wait, time out, man. All right, so this is the misrepresentation of preparation of my thoughts that I perpetuate out there. I thought that it was more money than that.
When I first got my medical marijuana card about 5 years ago, I think I paid $150 for it. And now that because it was a mobile service that actually came to me. They came to my house.
So that's convenience.
Opened the tablet up, and I live streamed with the doctor right then and there as they did the paperwork for me. It was $50 for the purposes to come there. It was $100 for the doctor to do the station. And so
that's not bad. That's not bad. I'm waiting to see somebody come out with a brand new strain and call it Satoshi, or call another one Nakamoto, like Sativa, Satoshi, Indica, Nakamoto, and just run with it, because I've actually kind of read some articles about mainstream companies suing like people that patent their weed, like Juicy Fruit or Starburst or Skittles. The company behind Skittles is now going after the people that have named their weed Skittles.
Yeah.
Like Girl Scout cookies. I heard that Girl Scout cookies was in a lot of trouble, and Gorilla Glue.
I did. I had a Weed Maps account. I had a delivery service about 6 months.
I love Weed Maps.
I named it Weed Hut. You know what I'm saying? And so after like 4 or 5 months, you know what I'm saying, they made me take it down and change my name and stuff like that.
Oh, well, you know what? Shout out to Weed Maps, though, because they actually followed me on Twitter and sent me some swag because I was traveling so much around the world. Every single time I went to a dispensary, I hit them up on Twitter. I was like, yo, thanks, Weed Maps, for being the best Weed Connect in the business. Like, so they sent me a care package and they hit me up, on Twitter. So that was really cool of them. How much is a gram of cannabis in Vegas on average?
Man, Weed Maps.
That's the one.
For 1 gram, I'd say $20 to $22.
Oh shit! And then there's the fucking 30% tax on top.
Well, that it is with about 30% tax.
Shit, I almost had a heart attack.
$15, but once you get to the register, it might be $22 out the door.
That's not too bad, especially when you know you're getting like Gorilla Glue 1 or Gorilla Glue 2, like depending on what you like. Like, you know exactly what you're getting. That's nice. I mean, I hate when my boy shows up and he's just like, yo, it's fire. And I'm like, oh, thanks.
See, I'm one of those people like that. I smoke on a budget, you know what I'm saying? So I buy 1 ounce of weed every week, and that's like $100. And that $100 has to last me like 7 fucking days. And so, like, I'll try to smoke top mid shelf, because I know I can't smoke top shelf, because some of my friends, they got like $3,500 or $4,000 pounds.
Dude, I can't even fuck with dabs, dude. I don't do dabs. No. Don't do it. Just say no to dabs. Just, there's no such thing as half a dab. Like, straight up. Like, no, that you just can't physically do half of a dab. It's a dab or nothing. Like, holy. Dude, if I do 1 dab, I'm not doing nothing for a week, bro. I'm not touching nothing for a week. I'm probably gonna end up, counting the fibers in my bed sheets to make sure they're on point. Gonna be so zoned out. I can't do it, man. This stuff's strong. Whenever I'm in Vegas and I end up going to those dispensaries like MedMen's legit. Legit.
Well, see, I did a lot of burner shops like that, because I brought burners M2O out here to the valley about 3 years ago, about maybe 2.5 years ago. And so I have like 3 locations that carry M2O water. And so
that's
Burner
the best.
So Burner gave me a shout out on his Instagram and kind of like blew me up in the medical marijuana industry. Like, oh, they thought I was somebody. I just ran with bam, 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 bam. Like, you're gonna give me a shout out, and you got like 3 million people on your Instagram page. Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, it's good with it.
But that's customer appreciation. They seen the support, they gave support back, and that's how brands build communities. And that's what's really kind of lacking by the tribalism in this space, is it's not community building. Your tribal mentality is so unwelcoming to newcomers. It's a turnoff.
Oh man, especially
Bitcoin was like that. Like when I first got in, the tribalism in Bitcoin, making it like me as a newcomer feel unwelcome, was really thick before the fork. before the fork. And
Yeah.
then there was a fucking enemy to Bitcoin. So Bitcoiners were like, newbies, no, come over here. This is the real Bitcoin. I will teach you everything. You don't have to know anything. I will coddle you. And like they were so welcoming to people because Bitcoin Cash was being overly welcoming, and Bitcoiners were tribal maximalist mentality of like, get the fuck out. You don't belong here. You should have been here from the beginning. And I'm like, it's not how we're going to build a brand around this.
My Bitcoin
or community around this brand.
Story was the way. What did you do for your Bitcoin fork? What preparation did you do?
You can watch it. You can watch me. I did an 8-hour or 10-hour live stream. I streamed for 10 hours live to show everybody what I was doing.
On James on his live stream, and we're just jumping around other people's live streams at the time. But I didn't really have like a Bitcoin fork. I only had like. I was still new to crypto. I still had like two Bitcoins on Exodus, which saying I was scared because saying to get free money you gotta do this and that. I probably had maybe $800 to $1,000 on BitConnect in the Bitcoin wallet there, and the next day I had 2 wallets. I had Bitcoin Cash and I had Bitcoin. Like, and people are saying like we did all this preparation for Bitcoin fork. And if you just had the money in Bitcoin or in BitConnect, they did it for you automatically.
Like, so that was such a helpful scam, dude. Like, wow. They were kind of on top of their shit for a little while. You got to give it to them there.
When BitConnect did the Bitcoin fork for us?
No, dude. What I did for mine was I just waited for the hardware wallet to update. So as soon as I got my Bitcoin Cash live on stream, I dumped it all immediately for Bitcoin. The fucking minute I could. And we did an 8-hour or so live stream, kind of like tracking what was going on. What can we do? At one point in the live stream, I lost all my Bitcoin. My wallet update crashed my wallet, and the split made my everything go to 0. And I was like, well, it's all gone. Then I had to restore my wallet, and it was there. And then I updated it and split it. And it was like, oh, fuck, dude. It was so emotional seeing my money go to 0.
Oh, man. Yeah, no. I had that happen a couple times with my Exodus to where it said I needed an update. And I was like, no, what the hell happened? I say that's one thing, like, because I still consider myself like a newbie in this space. And like say now I'm trying to do like the high frequency trading, like with the Nova Chain and the T-Regs and the M-Bot, stuff like that, to where I got to do the API keys and I got to do trustworthy, like the Binance and different trading stuff like that, to where it's almost to new people it's like almost scary to like going out.
Oh no, I remember how scared I was.
Saying, and going back into those things like that, because like say I've been holding Bitcoin for about a year and a half now, but I'm still like scared, like I don't want to change my API keys.
I remember the first time I moved Bitcoin, I was scared. I only moved $1, and I was still emotionally like terrified I fucked up somehow. And I was just like, well, there goes my $1, lost it. And if that was $1 in 2010, I would have lost $1 million. So I'm an idiot now, like I was getting real emotional.
You did Bitcoin that long?
No, I got in 2017, but I was just like looking back, like if I made this mistake back then, I'd really be kicking my ass now. So, it just made it really, like you said, emotional, dude, to like, and scary, but it's one of those things that you have to do for yourself. You can't read a book on how to ride a bike. You just got to sit on the fucking seat and pedal, fall, or don't. But like riding a bike is a physical, hands-on moment that you have to live, to understand. No matter if you get a PhD in how to ride a bicycle, if you never sat on one, you don't know how to ride a fucking bicycle.
Yeah.
And that's Bitcoin.
Like, now, like, now I'm kind of like I'm learning a little bit more, but like I say, there's really no mentors for like us non-educated people in crypto. Saying there's like you were talking to somebody about a week ago. And it's like people who've been in crypto like 5 or 6 years, they don't really want to take the time to break it down. And for the brand new people, I got one too. What?
You got one of these? Yo, we got the same hat. And they say friends who chill together, right?
Hey, when I first got back from World CryptoCon, I have a shop that has hemp to oil waters in there, and I said, hey, check this out, bam, 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 bam. I'm gonna try to get these Bitcoin energy drinks in your shop. And then he went behind my back, and I was still waiting for a referral link. And so he was like, you know what? I was talking it up so much for like a week. He went on Amazon, ordered them himself. Didn't even know about the 30% discount or nothing like that. And so I was like, oh, damn. So there's one. This store right here carries this right here. And so, big shout out to this focus outlet. They're also the ones who carry the gold sign paper and stuff like that.
So you can buy the Liquid Assets Bitcoin energy drink in a dispensary right now.
No. It's a smoke shop.
Oh, smoke shop. Same difference. Oh, I mean, they're like one step away.
There's no weed in the shop at all. It's just, smoking accessories.
I'm hopeful that eventually it'll be so legal that I do see those businesses just adding it. Like anywhere we see cigarettes, you'll see cannabis products most likely. And I know a lot of people say that's not true because look at alcohol and cigarettes and they're not always in the same place. But it's not the same.
Because I have family members that own gas stations out here and stuff like that. And they're talking about like, oh yeah, we're going to start carrying recreational marijuana cigarettes. But then they're talking about like, oh, well, now I need to get a bigger safe because now all my cigarettes have to be locked up in a safe because one pack's going to be like $90, $89 for like 20 joints. And so a carton of cigarettes is, like $800, $1,000 now.
So insurance, that's an insurance nightmare, man. I could definitely see that being... I mean, I know my friends that work at stores today grab a pack of cigarettes whenever, just because, and shit, it's going to happen. I mean, but, that's the beauty we were talking about a little while ago about these businesses are going to be using tokenized supply chain and the Internet of Things to scan a thing, put that code on the ledger and say it was added to the safe at this time by this person. And the IoT device that it's in will be a safe. If you move it out, it'll say it was moved out at whatever time it was moved out, and it will be that data will be submitted to the blockchain in the ledger and stay there forever. So if you want to shoplift, it's going to be a lot different, than just walking past the thing that beeps. It's going to, dude. Nobody's seen like the Black Mirror-esque Internet of Things meets blockchain meets like this data mining scenario that we're living in. But dude, just it's going to be so different that I mean nobody saw social media coming 20 years ago. Nobody's gonna see the next whatever the fuck is coming.
I bought Snapchat stock. I don't give a damn. I'm big on Snapchat.
Fuck Snapchat stock. Everybody knows fuck Snapchat stock. Fuck accredited investors. Fuck all y'all that went through. I don't even want to talk about Snapchat anymore. Let's segue into using blockchain to help people like me that can't get into accredited invested scenarios. All right, I do want to segue a little bit back about the ICOs that you kind of got into, how and why and how you use that, to take advantage, right? Like there was, a moment in this market where it was ridiculously more profitable to take risks in ICOs and these pump and dumps to accumulate more Bitcoin in the end. And a lot of people don't understand that. I do believe that this is going to take place again. Cycles reoccur in different ways. I think the STO market for the accredited investors, the fuckers who got in on a Snapchat IPO, and it's going to help out with a lot of that. But I'm just wondering, what are your thoughts?
For the Snapchat and the ICOs, or
where can this industry moving forward, tokenizing ICOs, or tokenizing IPOs as STOs and stuff.
I'm uneducated on those kind of things on the blockchain. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I've been dealing with for the last year and a half is just the BitConnects and different lending platforms and stuff like that. Just take my hits and my wins and losses. So I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I come to you for education and stuff like that, and I wish I could find more people like you, with who bring rich education to people like me. That's the only reason I really want to come on here, because I want to pick Ken Bozak's brain. What should I be looking for in a real future now? Because the only thing I really know is a BitConnect or a Real Coin or a Devore Coin. Now on these programs, I make great money because on Real Coin, I bought 79 tokens, but my tokens got locked up for some like 45 days, 60 days. So when my 79 tokens got released to me, they're worth $105 fucking dollars. And I bought 79 tokens for $79. And so, you know, and then easy peasy got us, you know, saying set us like $250. I bought me a crypto kitty, and I bought me like 100 Devore tokens. No, I bought me like 50 Devore tokens at like $5-6, and within, you know, 2 weeks, there was like, you know, and this is like in the month of like December of like 2017 coming into 2018.
Right.
And so I never really got into like that same crypto kitty was like my first ERC20 token, you know, the crypto kitty. And so, like, you know, I didn't even know what the hell I was investing in. It's just decrease said crypto kitties. I was like, I want a fucking crypto kitty. You know what I'm saying? So I never really got educated on what people think a scam is, not to a scam is, because in my eyes, what a scam is something that I put $100 in and I don't make nothing off it. But now if I put $100 in and if I 4x or 10x my money, you know what I'm saying? To me, that's not a scam because I made my money back. But a lot of people say, you know what? Everything's a scam nowadays in the crypto universe. If you let enough people talk about enough situations, they think everything's a scam.
No, you're not wrong. I mean, there's been way many exits of ICOs that have just done nothing with the money, that are just as scammy as any project like BitConnect or BitPetite, Gladiacoin, all those things that have, you know, those platform sites, you know, like that was really what they were more like. They were more like platform scams, and then there was token scams, and I feel a lot of these, you know, non-fungible tokens, there's going to be some fucking shitty scams with them where you're going to have a lot of these collectibles and nothing to do with them because the platform that be done never got built. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is a scam? Who knows? I could be buying Gods Unchained cards, and they're sponsored by fucking Coinbase, but they don't even have a place for me to spend, or I mean, a place for me to use the little fungible coins that I bought. It's crazy, but I could make money buying them and selling them. You know,
Yeah.
it's fucking insane, dude. So I mean, like, as far as like, you know, answering my own question, I would say, like, you know, how to use this space to kind of capitalize would be like looking at your Snapchat stocks and being able to, you know, rent them out to somebody who wants to trade with them. You know, eventually I'll be able to hold tokens and put them out on like Celsius network. Shout out to Celsius for the scarf. But you know, I could take my Ethereum, I could put it on Celsius, and I can just put it out for people to, you know, borrow. And I can earn Ethereum off of the token that I'm you know, loaning out.
Well, I run some like click ads at some place like that, and I mean, like coin loan. If you want to like put your tokens there and hold it there and borrow some equity from there, you know what I'm saying?
Same thing with Salt.
Yeah, and so I mean, I do little things, but like just pretty much, I don't really know how. I love to like build something and have something like, you know what I'm saying, leave a stamp on the blockchain. You know what I'm saying? I think I was telling you before, like, I was thinking about copying this one guy's P3D contract that he copied, that he cloned. That I was like, you know what? Hey, if you could really point me in the right direction, somebody who could be trustworthy, because, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be remembered for something. And I was thinking about copying a P3D clone, but I wanted to do like a family clone because my family's last name is Khan. And Khan is like one of the top 5 names around the world. And if I could just tap into my people with the Khan last name only, I think that there would be a brilliant marketing plan because it'd be like a family coin. You know,
well, that's what clones are. I mean, there's tons of clones. I mean, you know the word Flappy Bird, right? You know that Flappy Bird? That's a clone of a clone of a clone of a clone of open source gaming software. Somebody just kept tweaking little things of things that were already done and adding different effects from copy paste. And that's what I love of the beauty of this space, is that if somebody builds something and you like it and it's open source, you're welcome to take it, tweak it. That tweak makes it your own, you know, that's a fork, and now you can. So, I mean, like, I would love to point you in the right direction. Is Celsius on an external already? I don't know exactly. I know Celsius is working with Monarch wallet, so you could use the Monarch wallet in the future to lend out your Bitcoin in Celsius. Just trying to say what's up to the chat. I totally got immersed into this conversation. I forgot there was even people watching. Sorry, everybody.
It's like more like a hangout. Let's fun together.
I totally forgot we were doing a stream for a second. You know what I mean? But
I'm really just enjoying your conversation. Like I say, you know, and I'm very new to this, and I should be more educated in this at this, you know, after being in there a year and a half. But I'm really not, and it's I don't make a lot of money in crypto. My daily passive income for crypto is probably like $35-$40 a day. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not making like hundreds or thousands. You know what I'm saying? I'm making like $30, $35 a day. That's what I make in crypto.
Well, if you're holding that in crypto, that could go up in the next bull run, right? So it depends on how you're hedging your profits.
Like Ripple, that I've been buying since like 22 cents a couple months back.
You're still buying Ripple?
Huh?
You're still buying Ripple? It's
fucked.
Well,
what happened with Ripple was I was getting my BitConnect payout, or not my BitConnect. I was getting my arbitraging payouts every day, and so I'd transfer them to my Exodus wallet, and I'd tumble them and just start stacking up Ripple when it was like 22, 23. You know what I'm saying? And so like every day I just cashed out my arbitraging and tumble into Ripple, and if I needed, I could just transfer it to Bitcoin and do whatever I need to with it.
JP Morgan basically just slit the throat of Ripple with the JP Morgan coin. I don't care how many fucking banking partners Ripple Corp or Inc. or whatever they are have, Ripple Labs, like they ain't got shit on JP Morgan. So, you know, and that's what I always said to everybody, you know, like if anybody's going to do it, a bank's going to do it. They're going to do it them damn selves. You know, banks.
So you're JP Morgan?
You can't. You're not allowed, man. Only people that JP Morgan approves. Approved brokers, approved institutional accredited exchanges. It's not. It's nothing for us. It's nothing that can. You know, a lot of the mainstream media is saying, "Oh, JP Morgan just killed Bitcoin." Yo,
my son said, "What's up, Ken?" My son, he was out at CryptoCon with me too.
Yeah. Yo, World CryptoCon, I'm coming back. I'll be back. It's coming back.
Hey, is it going to be in Vegas this year, or where's the next one going to be at?
I think same time, man. Around Halloween. They're doing the Litecoin Summit too. The second annual Litecoin Summit will be hosted inside of World CryptoCon. So it's like a Makrishka conference. It's a conference within a conference.
Hey, let's talk about something that's a little bit closer. What about the Wild West crypto show in Texas?
Shout out to Bitcoin Ben. I think that's April 6th, right?
Tanner Bunker and you know what I'm saying? They're all going to be. Actually, I'm going to try to make it out there and stuff. I don't go to Texas very often.
Dude, Guinness World Book of Records, yo.
Yeah?
That's what they're gonna do. They're doing a Guinness World Book of Records like meetup. So you know it's gonna be in the record book as a Bitcoin meetup, the biggest one ever.
But then also like 2 days after that, hey, turn that down, please. No, my son just got. My son just goes to college, so he just got home right now. He thought I was out here, you know, waking and baking. So he just got out of school, so he wanted to smoke. So, but there's also one coming up April 8th, 9th, or 10th, something like that in LA, the LA Crypto Conference.
I might be at that one. I can't go to Texas.
Yeah, I heard about the airplane flight.
I'm like 80% sure I have a warrant in Texas, but it's like it's only a state warrant, right? So like I just won't go there.
Huh? Is that when you came from Canada?
Yeah, it's when I got arrested on my way in from Canada. But I was headed to Colorado, so I thought we were cool. But apparently, the customs wasn't cool.
I remember that kind of shit. I mean, so,
dude, I've been secondary searched by TSA and customs every single time I went to the airport. I get searched 3 times. On my way in, like normal, you get the pat down and they take you aside and they, you know, rub your crotch and everything in front of everybody. And then I leave. TSA takes me for a secondary search where they go through all my bags and belongings. I walk about 30 feet and then customs will grab me and they'll take me. And I'm like, do any of y'all talk to each other? Like, yo, John, I just spoke to John at TSA. I mean, I thought we were cool.
Yeah. No, see, it's kind of crazy because I live like 6 miles, 7 miles from the Mexico border. So I can't drive 60 miles in any direction without going through a federal checkpoint. And I'm talking about the dogs, through the car, you know what I'm saying? Because where I'm at, they do, you know what I'm saying? We're so close to Mexico, everything comes through and stuff like that. So me being in the medical marijuana industry, my car always smelled like weed, you know what I'm saying? So it was really hard for me, like, you know, from move here to there, just because I couldn't really do much, you know what I'm saying? Who do you trust with, like, you know what I'm saying, $10,000 worth of merchandise for a medical marijuana event? You know what I'm saying? It only takes one time for something to happen. And so, man, I love where I'm living at. Because, you know what I'm saying, we go dirt bike riding, you know what I'm saying, quad, sand dunes, shit like that. But I hate where I'm living at because I got to go through all these federal checkpoints to leave. And so.
Wow, dude, I don't know how I would be able to deal with that shit, man. I like get super frustrated when I'm walking out of the convenience store and there's
Uh,
like that security guard that's hired just to ask for your receipt, and they're like, "Can I see your receipt?" I'm like, "I
yeah,
bought an apple."
yeah.
Like, I didn't. Did you really got to ask? I'm not. No, I'm not doing
Yeah.
it. But
Because a lot of people are like, why did you leave the medical marijuana industry? I said because I can't take product through the checkpoint, through the federal checkpoint. I get locked up, and you know what I'm saying. And so
yeah,
that's
because
one of
it's
the reasons.
federally illegal. Holy shit, I didn't even think of that. So you're not breaking any state law, but when these fuckers stop you, they have the reason to arrest you because of federal law.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'd go to these medical marijuana events with, like, you know what I'm saying, a quarter pound of wax, and you know what I'm saying? And so it's stuff like, there's little things like that kind of, like, you know what, slowed me down from progressing more in the medical marijuana industry.
Well, I hope
And
it doesn't happen in crypto because the regulations are kind of getting a little tight right now. We're starting to see the pushback from even the FBI. As we were talking about BitConnect, the FBI is actually seeking victims of BitConnect actively, and I believe that. Whew, I believe that this is going to come back to haunt CoinMarketCap. They had one of the most used affiliate and referral links. They had a 40% no risk guaranteed 40% profit every month banner on coinmarketcap.com for almost a year.
Yeah,
So
no. See, there's what we learned though from that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Paid advertisement. You know what I'm saying? If you want clicks, you got to put it out there. And they did. They spent money. Because I was joking around earlier today. It's like, I joined Craig Grant's $100 BitConnect team. Like, learn these 7 questions. What's the blockchain 7 questions for $100? I did it for $100. And it's just a market aspect. You know, saying that market known because they're spending the money to get the attention. You know what I'm saying? And there's really what I learned from 2017. Like, dude, spend money on marketing. Whatever, if it's a real product, you know what I'm saying, spend money on it. And see, that there is why I like what I'm getting into right now. Because saying the last 2 years I've been into like these kind of different things. But I came from like medical marijuana industry, doing events and pop-up tents and stuff like that for like 5-6 years. And so now that I actually have an opportunity with another company called Coin Lotto, to where I get a 1099. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm supporting this company, because it's a free lottery. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I go to LA and promote Coin Lotto and stuff, that there's all a tax write-off for me because my gas mileage is a tax write-off. My car insurance is a tax write-off. My hotel's a tax, or a business expense. And so there's why I'm getting more involved in the Coin Lotto, because I can give away free lottery tickets every day of the week, and people are going to come to this site because it's a free lottery. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you choose to pay $1, that's up to you. But we're promoting a free lottery, and it's just marketing. And the things that
how's it a free lottery? How's it free?
Well, it's a free lottery, but the catch is, I'm going to tell you right now a little secret. To win, you must get all 6 numbers correct. Okay? For the free side, you have to get all 6 numbers correct. Now, there are options like we do in like every state lotteries. There's options like that also, to where, like, so you could bet $1 if you guys want to. But where I'm coming at is I'm just promoting the free lottery. You know what I'm saying? Damn, see if you like it. Now, if you don't do anything else with it, that's completely up to you.
So you just get a random number, or do you get to pick the numbers you want for your ticket?
You get to pick. You get 3 times a week to pick 6 numbers, and actually, I think they raised it up from 1 ticket to 5 tickets. So you actually have 5 chances per day, 3 days a week, to actually win $1 million if you pick all the numbers right. Now, what I was thinking is, like, I could, I already ordered my pop-up tent for the event, because I'm doing like little carne asada cook-offs here in town, the rib cook-offs and the tri-tip cook-offs here in my town, because I figure the best thing I'm gonna do is word of mouth, like, hey, free lottery ticket, check it out. Free lottery ticket, check it out. And everything I'm just doing is I'm trying to get more tax write-offs, saying, from the pay advertisement side of promoting this free program.
So this is coinlotto.com.
Yes.
So if you have any additional questions, read here, send us an email, visit the page. This Coin Lotto token exchange will be open during the week February. I'm on the website right now, guys. Check that out. That's the coinlotto.com. So that's really cool looking, man. So you get tickets for free. So I guess you're paying for extra tickets then, right? That's what you would only be.
Actually, you're paying for like a side bet. You know what I'm saying?
How's the side bet work? What do you mean?
Okay. say you play the free ticket, right? Say, okay, I want to play the free ticket, bam. But okay, so this ticket is free, so I know the only way that this ticket is going to win is all 6 numbers hit. Okay. Now, say you want to put $1 on the side bet. Now, if 2 or 3 numbers are paid, you also paid a percentage for the side bet. It's kind of my understanding of this.
All right, so you don't have to get all 6 numbers right. You can put a side bet on maybe getting 4 out of 6 numbers.
Yeah, or 3 out of 6 numbers.
Okay.
Are you saying? So, you know.
Oh, so that's sort of like a lottery ticket with like a dice kind of game in it, right? Like higher or lower, kind of with the dice gambling on the blockchain games, but with numbers.
You can play like the lottery system, you know, saying put $1 up, and if you hit 3 out of 5 numbers, you know, say you do win a little something like that.
That's pretty cool.
And so we all, you know, it's getting really exciting. Right now we're still kind of on non-disclosure agreement on this, so I can't really talk too much about it. But we are adding more games and going more directions. And from the blueprint and the page that they're coming out with 2019 for the next, say, 60 to 90 days, it's kind of mind-blowing to me because I can already visualize what these people are telling me to where, like, you know, how easy it's going to be to buy these tickets. And, you know, saying, now,
so is this going to be like,
really
yeah,
on the marketing side, what their plan is.
I'm gonna have to get somebody on from the team. I'm gonna have to get them on because I'm curious if it's a smart contract that can be audited that picks the random numbers. So, you know, every time
equipment that the state of California leases, we lease the same equipment that the whole state lottery uses for the United States.
Oh, wait. So this isn't on my computer. This is a physical
it's a
machine.
It's a real machine. I should have sent that over there to you. But matter of fact, I probably find it right now.
Do it, man. Yeah. So wait, you're talking. So this is gonna be like a legit coin lotto.
Live stream 3 days a week, just like they did like the Powerballs and all the other ones. Live stream, you come on, you log on and not log on, you know, saying you jump on YouTube and they're gonna show it, and you can see right there the balls being picked out. I'm getting excited about it. I really am.
That's insane. No, that just adds a lot. Like, I like the retro aspect of it, right? Like bringing back that familiar feel to it, like a new era, to, you know, kind of community. Like I never really imagined doing a cryptocurrency lottery and seeing like physical balls bouncing in a lottery machine.
Everything's all digital, stuff like that. But no,
never would have pictured that.
Trying to see where the picture's at. Trying to see where can I pull them up at. I know I got them on my phone. I'm trying to pull them up, but trying to see where can I pull them up real quick. Because like I say, I've been aware of this company for a few months now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just kind of got known to it in the last 30 to 60 days. I've been, you know, saying this has been in the back of my ear for like 5 or 6 months now. So it's not just a new program that, you know, I just jumped onto recently.
So is this going to be something done locally? Where's the
actually, like? I try to have one of your friends, matter of fact, because they're actually looking for hostesses and models to present, you know, saying to call out the Powerballs or call out the ball numbers, and to be actually a coin lotto, you know, saying a face, you know, saying. So they're looking for like females or gentlemen to want to go out there and, you know, saying be the hostess of the coin lotto show.
Tell them to fly me out there. What?
Fly you out there?
What?
And matter of fact, I asked Crypto Model, a friend of yours. I was like, hey, they're looking for people who would like to host, you know, saying the coin lotto. Would you like to check it out? You know, saying bam, bam, bam. I also asked a friend of mine, Angela Mazzotti. She has like 1.2 million followers on Instagram. And so, you know, I'm trying to get people that I know, like, you know, saying involved in this thing, because I think it's really going to blow up.
That's really interesting. So it looks like the exchange accepts ETH for all payments. So does it have its own token? It looks like it has the CLT token.
In fact, we just actually switched that up. It wasn't going to be Coin Lotto token, but now I think it's going to be World. I can pull the site up right now. But actually, I was going to talk to you about that a little bit off the site, because there's a way that you could get like a node, like a master node, but like a node. So like if you want to like hold tokens and be like a shareholder for Coin Lotto, you know, they're gonna bringing more games and more levels to this. So right now you can get like a node for like $250, and that there is like a way to hold tokens to support the site. And every time that they have a lottery system, you are paid out a little bit of dividends.
I wonder how it works out with like the legality and regulation side. You know, is this something that could potentially be a problem? Like, is there any loopholes that have to be?
They're real time on this, and we're moving real slow about this. You know what I'm saying? We want to make sure everything's done correctly. We want to make sure all the attorneys' paperwork is right before really, you know what I'm saying, pushing it out there and marketing. You know what I'm saying? We want to make sure all the bases are covered. That's something we're supposed to, be live already, but we're just making sure everything is prepared and set and solid, because we want to see the last.
There's a couple coin lotteries out there that are just digital, and they have a decent amount of attention and traction and stuff. But I think what's important is the incorporation of the technology of crypto, like using the blockchain as the ledger, using open source software that can be vetted, some IoT devices or something, like using timestamp signatures to prove that you're live when you say you're live, stuff like that. Like, really bringing in the essence of crypto and blockchain to it would be really cool to see. I think stuff like this is normalizing crypto too. Like, if people that aren't in crypto, that don't need to know about blockchains or digital this, it's pretty cool to see. I saw like you could do it with ETH and stuff. I wonder, eventually I see a lot of companies. In the conference I was at the other day, there was a big talk about, being able to accept fiat in some way and not just crypto. So I'm just wondering, like, what are your thoughts for, like these coin lotteries accepting fiat for crypto payouts?
Actually, they're going to be paying crypto, and, saying, I think that there's kind of like, with me, I want to pay taxes on my stuff because I want to have more things. So, so I kind of want fiat, saying, so I could, I could pay taxes. I could show what I have with this money, because there's kind of what scares me about crypto is like just the taxes alone.
That's true.
You know what I mean? I don't know how you do it.
I don't know how I do it either. It's a good fucking question.
You just do it.
Well, exactly. Dave, the Mega has like 72 numbers. How many numbers does Coin Lotto have, from 0 to what, or what? Like, I'm just
I want to say 0 to 61, maybe.
Okay.
I can't really say exactly, because what the difference is everything's a little bit different than the regular lottery system. But it's not just going to be about the lottery system. There's going to be levels of different games or different companies that are coming on top of this. So it's not just going to be a lottery system. It's going to be different types of games on top of the lottery system, right. So it's going to be stacked on top of each other.
Crypto West brought up a good point. He said that he doesn't really think that the gambling space will get crypto to non-crypto people. I kind of disagree a little bit, only because the gambling space, like casinos in Vegas or Atlantic City, Philadelphia, they have fucking apps now with these fake digital currencies that, gamblers didn't want to download apps and play slot machines or blackjack, but they started to. Right, exactly, because that app can actually make real money, or house money, where they can only go and play that money in the casino now. But I think that's the gamification that casinos are starting to already bestow to the gambling community. And
especially like with Tron.
Well, shit, dude, exactly. But like you were saying with like, being able to have your node. Well, even if I lose the lottery, that the Powerball, I could have a stake in it. I could run a node for the lottery, and even if I play it and I lose, I still win. And as long as I'm maybe only playing with half of my staking rewards, I'm making something and I'm betting something.
See, we gotta get you on. We gotta get you on as an influencer. You know what I'm saying? Just the only thing, you know what I'm saying? Because the whole
I'm
thing.
not an influencer though. I create content.
Oh, my bad. Well, the only thing I'd like to see in your content would be that little coin lotto right there with your other sponsors and stuff like that. I'd like to see that.
Dude, as soon as you start that fucking machine up, bro, and we can start doing the numbers, like the day you're live, let's do it, bro. I made a kind of like a thing where I can't really talk about many projects that don't exist yet. I love supporting ideas. I love fucking supporting ideas. We wouldn't get anywhere without fucking ideas. And even if they fail, at least they try. It's crazy, guys. Like, we got to support the little guys, the little Jeff Bezos in their garage saying, I'm going to sell books on the blockchain. Like, get the fuck out of here. You can't keep doing that. We're never going to innovate. Even if this doesn't succeed, what if the byproduct of something like this inspires the mainstream fucking lottery to do something, which I eventually do see. This is where they get inspired, you know. They start seeing competition like Blockbuster saw Netflix. I don't see the gambling industry missing the embracement of the community's participation by gamifying their attention and then capitalizing on it by what they monetize with as a utility in-house. So, I mean, it's going to be a different way to participate in companies in general. Like I said, I don't play the lottery. I support the lottery. Or I don't support the lottery. I support the lottery. I have a node and I play the lottery with my profits and I never lose.
See? You got all the bases covered and stuff like that. With me, it's like they brought me on like, you know what? This is the way to get new people who don't know about crypto, maybe to get tippy-toed into crypto or get a toe into crypto.
We got a new subscriber to the channel. I would like to welcome Karen to the party. Thank you, Karen, for hitting that subscribe button.
Oh, Huddle Monkey also told me to tell you hi. I don't know if you know who Huddle Monkey is.
I seen them.
Yep.
Yo, so I mean, like, with things like, you know, blockchain lotteries and being able to be an investor in it, like I was mentioning, like, I think that's going to kind of change the participation incentive. Some people may never play the lottery. That's fine, but they're investors and they want to invest in it. Well, the lottery is a private business and you can't. You know, you're not accredited investors and stuff like that. And I really think that it would be cool that if I could run a node for the lottery and fact check the blockchain, you know, hey, they're running the code, guys. It's on my node. Like, you know, I can't do that. I don't know what software the lottery is running. You know what I mean? They got an in-house node. They don't run that shit outside. So I can't check and see what's going on under the hood, you know, and that's what I like about using blockchain to solve solutions that have real problems. You know, that's the trust and verify. I don't want to have to trust the lottery. I want to be able to verify it. So, like, kind of top off on that, where do you see the ability to, you know, take that trustlessness and incorporate it into a gambling environment where people pull that liver and they know the odds of getting 777, yeah, instead of knowing that machine is fucking rigged?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, on the trust issue on that, I mean, you know, it's really kind of hard to say because, you know, I don't trust a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think everything's not rigged like that. I'm not saying the lottery is rigged like that, but I you know, I just believe that it's not rigged because I want to believe. You know what I'm saying? I want to believe. You know, saying something is real. You know. I don't want to believe that everything I do it has a shady component behind it, or every time someone does something, there's a shady component behind it. I want to believe in every program that comes across. You know, yeah, I really do.
And with using blockchain, you can just send that to a third party. Like, you know, people say do your own due diligence, right? So, you know, people would say, oh, look at the smart contracts for Coin Lotto. And I'll be like, I don't know how to read a smart contract. You can just take it and put it on Reddit and find people that are reputable to do the due diligence. The software is out there to be done.
I was like, you know what? If you could put me in the right direction on who I should deal with, if I want to move forward on a DApp game, stuff like that. Like I say, I'm very still new in this, and I'm still learning. That's like, you know. But when it comes to like basic marketing, I know I can market a free lottery system. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I know everything that goes on in the back office? No, I will not. No, I do not at this time. But I am learning as it goes on because we're all getting the information at the same time because it's not live yet.
Right. Yeah, it's the chat's with me. A scam isn't a scam until it scams. Scams are scams when they scam. And you know, to kind of highlight that, how do you think Blockbuster investors feel? Just a little bit. Do you think they feel like they were scammed just a little bit? Blockbuster's like, we're the best, we're the greatest, another one, Blockbuster exclusive. They're gone. Blockbuster exited.
Yeah. And now it's not even Netflix and Hulu. Now it's just a free Fire Stick, and you can watch anything you want.
Dude, that's why I really think that the Justin Sun buying up BitTorrent was genius, because everybody started purchasing content that used to pirate it because it started to become more convenient than actually stealing it. You know, me downloading a whole movie could have a virus in it, but it was $30 and it wasn't easy to buy. Now it's part of my $5 a month or whatever subscription. So
Exactly.
but now that $5 a month subscription is $18 a month. It's starting to look like a cable bill. And if you have
Oh, man.
Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime, you're looking at a bigger cable bill. And HBO and Netflix or Marvel and Disney, they're all going to their own apps.
That's hacked. And you're saying, and I got everything unlimited.
Do you use Plex at all? Plex?
No, what's that?
Oh shit! I'm waiting for Plex to do what Justin Sun did with BitTorrent and Tron and BTT. Plex lets me have all the movies on my computer that I have downloaded, and I get to share it with anybody that I add as a friend on Plex. So if you're my friend on Plex, you have access to my whole library of pirated movies and TV shows.
Well, see, we got the Fire Stick, and it's you know what I'm saying, and we got everything that's coming out the movie theaters. We got it within 24 hours.
And that's actually open software. Nobody really profits from it unless you donate to the guy who actually puts his little. And they're starting to put Bitcoin addresses.
Something bet.com pinging across the screen.
I saw on my last torrent, there was a Bitcoin address, and I was like, why didn't you put your Bitcoin QR code? Why would you put a copy paste address in a video? They should have put their Bitcoin QR code and made it like 90% transparent or something. But I mean, that's what I'm seeing. You know, it's going to come back down to, you know, file sharing peer to peer and things like you said, like those Fire Sticks and torrents and Plex. And that's why I think that there is going to be a use for that token. I don't agree with it because piracy has been free forever, but there is a charitable donation mechanism that incentivizes people to actually produce those movies you're watching on your Fire Stick.
Let me ask you a personal question if you don't mind. On an average day for you from doing your streams, you know, I know you're on 5 or 6 different, you know, saying streamlines, you know, your live stream right now. Do you make more money off the cryptocurrency, or are you making more money off your live streams, or, you know, saying, I want to know how is Ken Bozak, you know, saying eating so good and living so good, because, you know, we want to be living off 100% crypto, and you know, what should we be, you know, focusing more on to bring more passive profits? You know what I'm saying? Because,
I do a lot,
you know,
man. I'm so fucking busy all day making money out of money that I have money. Like, that's what I try to tell people. I have money, and then I find jobs for my money to go do. And my job is my money's job, and it does it for me. And then my money comes back from its job with money that it earned, and I steal it. And then I make my money go back to work the next day like my little bitch.
You treat it like a whore. Just go get more.
Yeah, that's my money. My money's my bitch. My top dollar bottom bitch is Bitcoin. And I started using things now like Celsius Network to lend out my Bitcoin. So with Celsius, I make about 4 to 5% a week on my loans.
Okay.
It's not bad. It's no BitConnect by any fucking means, but it's legit. And
I like the upvotes. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'll spend, you know, $10 on upvotes to get, you know, $18, $19 back, you know, all day long.
Right, exactly. And things like staking. I have different tokens that I use to stake, so I get rewards from the staking that I use to buy more coins to stake to get more rewards to get more coins to stake. But besides like the loaning and the staking, it's really a little bit of something I can't talk too much about. But like sometimes people need Bitcoin and I have it, and sometimes I don't, and I bridge gaps, and some people look me out as appreciation. So
I say for like new people to start getting passive profits and stuff like that, you know, saying try to stay away from the scams. You know, saying you think staking is one of the better ways to go, or one of the safest.
Staking, and you could look into like, you know, small mining. Not saying Genesis mining or mining contracts, but I did start to look into things like BitClub Network that have been around for fucking ever.
Yeah, BitClub Network's been around, yeah.
They were a sponsor of Anarchapulco in Mexico recently, like a week ago. So
yeah,
I've been.
I was a friend in the BitClub mining last year, maybe 2 years ago, almost by now.
I like that they don't fuck with the U.S., but all you need is a VPN to fuck with them. You know what I mean? Like, I can dig it. I can dig it. I know why they're doing that. I totally understand because they say they don't fuck with you. The government has no way to strong arm them. They don't fuck with you, so you can't fuck with them, but they can't stop us from crossing the border with the VPN, you know? So that's pretty cool. I think maybe things like, what's it, Honey Miner? You know, you can just run that on your computer. BitTube. You can run BitTube and just start mining that, stuff like that. Or write an article or start curating things on Steemit. Like, one of my favorite ways to
I really do need to get back into Steemit and stuff like that. Just, you know, after a while, I felt like I was only, I've been arbitraging since like May, since the end of May. So, you know, the only thing I've been talking about lately, you know, saying the last 10 months has been arbitraging because arbitrage has been good to me. And so my Steemit is kind of like, you know, after like 3-4 months, people like weren't really liking, you know, saying all the thing I'm talking about is Steemit, but that's the only thing I needed, you know, saying that's the only thing I was making decent money with. So that's the only thing I was talking about.
I don't know if the chat got it right, but somebody in the chat said to ask Country Boy about Coin Lotto. Is that one of your guys?
Actually, I was gonna ask you.
I have a question from one of the comments, and I just want to make sure I ask, even for you or him in the chat. Do you have any, like, a company or a lawyer or a law firm that you can say that your company is using? A lot of people that before they buy an ERC20 token or kind of invest, they just want to see that the company or the project has a bank account and they're using that bank account to pay for lawyers. So
I'm just an influencer. I'm not one of the higher ups and stuff like that. But like say we still have a lot of stuff in non-disclosure on the agreement. But yeah, all the legal work is in place like that.
Okay.
Do I have access to that right now? No, I do not. But like say, I'm not in the management level. I'm just an influence level. But yeah, everything is in place. And everything, we do have the lawyer. We do already have the funds already locked up to the side, stuff like that. That has been not verified, but that has. Well, the investors I know, I'm pretty sure like the first one's $1 million. I know these investors right here have way more than $1 million in liquid assets and in crypto. Say someone won the $1 million the very first night. These investors, they do have the money to cover $1 million bet.
So is this yeah, right. Is this something that's considered like an ICO? I'm just wondering if like I can invest in it in the US.
No, it's not an ICO. The funds are already there. We're not asking for no money up front. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's already put together. It's been in the works for a good minute, so it's not like something that, you know what I'm saying, we're not asking for money to get this thing started. You know what I'm saying? The backers already there to like right now they're moving it forward. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing ICO on this, no, we're not.
Dude, I'd love to have somebody on from the team, dude, because I would love to talk about, like, what the fuck inspired them to buy the retro lotto ball machine. Like, I think that's neat. I like it. Like, I think that's gimmicky as fuck, but that's what we need. Like, you know, like, somebody's going to see that on a YouTube video and not give a shit about Bitcoin or blockchain, but they're going to see a lotto, like, independent lottery taking place.
That's on right now if you want me to.
What was that?
I probably could get someone on right now if you want me to.
Dude, we can keep the stream going if you want to pop somebody on. Just send them the link that I sent you. They click on it. They pop right in the chat.
1 second. Let me see if I could get CCB on here real quick.
Crypto Keeper. Crypto Keeper, he work with you as well?
Actually, Crypto Keeper is one of my mentors. Is he in the chat room?
Oh, I fucking love Crypto Keeper. Dude, if you want to hop in, send him the link as well.
I'll send it to him right now.
Crypto Keeper made the Litecoin app, right? I believe. Is that him? Was that you, Crypto Keeper? You made this Litecoin wallet that I be seeing sometimes. I think that was you.
I got it.
The Litecoin app.
I'll send him the.
So it's not an ICO, I'd imagine, because it's a utility token.
1 second. I'm gonna get some clear answers for you right now, brother. I just sent that to him right now. Like I say, I'm just like a little peon and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here just having fun, just doing promotion and stuff. I mean, I enjoy promoting, and right now,
dude, I'm with you, man. I like, like you said earlier, like kind of how do I, keep the podcast going? Well, all the guys down here that I show, like I wear my sponsors on my sleeve, bro.
Oh, I see that.
Like I am like a NASCAR ride, but like imagine if politicians did what I did. Holy shit, you would know some stuff. But I only fucks with people I fucks with, right? And like if they offer me support and I already fucks with them, then I accept it. Or if not, I say, hey, yo, I really fucks with you. Would you mind helping me out with some support? I'll throw some extra love your way. And that's really it. Like, I go with my gut. You could be any company out there in the world. You could offer me 100 Bitcoin. If I don't fucks with you, I don't fucks with you. That's it. And that's why I do this podcast free. Like, so many emails from people saying I got a project, like, oh, I want to talk about Coin Lotto. Can I send you 10 Litecoin, to let me come on? No, because it turns me off. So like, that's why I just want to have a free, open conversation where I have nothing to gain, nothing to lose, and we're just shooting the shit. And that's what I like about like this informal podcast is just like, it's real impromptu. I have no idea what's going to be said or if we're going to get, a random guest to pop on with you from Coin Lotto. It's just like...
Right there, I sent you him on his Telegraph real quick. I'm hitting him up right on his phone right now because I'm enjoying your conversation. I'm trying to eat up your whole day and shit, brother. I'm just trying to take up your whole day.
Oh, dude, do it, man. I mean, I could talk about ways to tweak Coin Lotto and add things like all I think is different pieces of this. Like this industry is like so vast in ingredients. It looks like a spice rack cabinet and everybody's using paprika and that's it. I'm like, yo, there's so many spices. Like, so with Coin Lotto, I think you were actually in the chat, Ian J. Gold, because I think I saw you in the chat when I was interviewing James Felty of Vidyen, where you could do the background mining on websites. So imagine when I'm on Coin Lotto and I'm watching the lottery, I can mine Monero for you and earn a ticket, So I could mine Monero while I'm on your website. And if I mine enough, if I visit your website enough, I get a free ticket or whatever. Like, there's ways to do this.
No, did you jump on?
It looks like it. Yep, I see it.
Yo.
Hey.
What's going on, Ken? How you doing, buddy?
How goes it, bro?
I apologize. Was out and eating lunch with my wife and everything, and everybody kept hitting me up saying, Ian J's on Ken's stream. Go check it out. So,
what's up?
Yeah, we've been shooting this shit, man, from everything from cannabis, supply chains, open source blockchain, gambling, and I want to pick your brain a little bit about this Coin Lotto thing and what inspired the idea to go with the retro physical lottery with the digital crypto payout instead of going
because
the other
I don't
route?
trust smart contracts.
Oh, that is interesting. That is interesting.
So,
why is that?
You got all these smart contract DApp games and everything.
Right.
And, and what do you keep hearing about? Oh, well, people find back doors. The developers are draining it. They're this, they're that. Well, when you have the retro Powerball, Mega Millions machines, then it's not a random generator. There's no debating on if those numbers are legit or not.
It's true. I mean, I do see what you're saying there because like we were talking earlier, I was talking to him about like being able to verify the open source code. So even if those gambling smart contracts are open source, I don't know how to read it, and I would have to trust somebody else, and they would have to trust, their gut or somebody else as well. And and we, like you have mentioned, we have seen smart contracts exploit it. So it is hard to believe that somebody's not super smart on top of everybody else's due diligence and manipulating the digital smart contract lotteries.
Yep.
That's,
so to answer your question earlier, not only do we have one attorney firm, but we have two getting ready to bring on a third. And if you go to Smart Play International, which is the same company that makes the machines for Mega Millions, if you go to Smart Play International, their website /Coin Lotto, you will actually see a verification page with all of our information, the balls, everything.
Awesome. Oh, we got another person in the chat just popped in. Keeper, how goes it, bro?
What's up, Ken?
Just enjoying the day, man. Having a great conversation with my bro over here, and I'm happy to have more on the show. The more the merrier. I guess we're gonna have to introduce yourselves to the audience because they're not gonna know. And I'd love to have you on individually. You know where my YouTube is and my Twitter. Just add yourselves to my calendar, and I'd love to get you on individually on the podcast. But Keeper,
Okay.
why don't you introduce yourself and let everybody know a little bit about yourself?
All right, so I'm Crypto Keeper. You know, I got a YouTube channel, pretty much, you know, documenting my investments in Bitcoin and different platforms, and just trying to fish your way through the space. You know what I mean? Trying to give a little education, trying to help towards mass adoption, stuff like that. That's basically what my channel's about: motivation, keeping positive, and you know, just trying few different projects that I feel I want to put my money in. You know, that's the beauty of cryptocurrency. It's my money. If I want to burn it, I'll fucking burn it. You know what I mean?
Right. I don't need a regulator or the SEC to tell me if I can throw my money into a bonfire.
It's not even just the SEC. I don't need a troll telling me I can't do it either. I don't need everybody telling me that everything's a scam. Something's not a scam until it actually scams.
Exactly. Well, I mean, look at fucking Philip Morris. That's the biggest scam in the history of scams. Is people making money off of Marlboro cigarettes that give people cancer.
Exactly.
But people invest in Philip Morris, and that's like kind of how I see some investments in this industry. Maybe like investing in cancer or whatever. But also, there's some projects that you're investing in the cures for these cancers as well. It's totally up to you though to do that, and you have the freedom of choice. And the whole community censorship thing though about what you should and shouldn't do with your money, I think that it more so is perpetuated towards being vocal about what you're doing with your money, right? Like nobody would give a shit what you're doing if you weren't talking about what you're doing.
Well, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. You're in cryptocurrency. You're in a deregulated decentralized space at the moment. Okay. So what do you got? You want to be in regular stocks and be regulated and have security? Then go into Wall Street and put your money in those type of investments. When you're in crypto, you got to just do due diligence. You got to be safe with your stuff. You're gonna get sometimes, you know, you're gonna get your money taken. It's just how it goes.
And it even happens in Bitcoin. You know, it just you gotta be able to live without the funds you're playing around with, because this is still highly speculative. You know, that's all we're still speculating on speculation. If anybody wants to be an expert in this space, they're lying, because it's changes so fast. There's absolutely no way to keep up with it. You're an expert in smart contracts. You're an expert in SNAR. You're an expert in C++. Or you're an expert whatever. But you're not an expert in Bitcoin or blockchain, because it's so vast and encompasses so much that you just can't. You know, it's insane. You're right, dude. And I wanted to give Coin Lotto a chance to introduce himself a little bit, maybe let the audience know a little bit more about yourself.
Well, my name's Daniel, aka everybody knows me as Crypto Country Boy. That was my YouTube channel before I decided to get all corporate on people. I am the director of World Gaming Technologies, which is the owner of Coin Lotto. And it was basically my idea to come up with this project.
So what are your plans on execution? I'm curious, is it like on a YouTube live stream, or is your own website going to host the actual like stream itself?
That is correct. So basically on our website, which will be coinlotto.com. There's currently a landing page right now, kind of like a coming soon. But if you watch some of the other people that are involved, managers, different things like that, they've showed some previews of our developer site. And basically a live stream, you know, let's say that the drawing is at 8 o'clock. The live stream will take over the entire front page, and it'll be live right there for everyone to see.
Awesome.
And see, the other thing as well is, you know, yes, we're using the retro machines, but we're also integrating technology by digitizing the tickets. What a lot of people don't understand is that $2 billion a year is lost by either lost or misplaced or uncashed in lottery tickets.
Yeah.
Oh, but you know, they bring up a good point. But what about what if I lost the private keys to my digital wallet that had my ticket in it?
Now, your digital ticket is on your dashboard in your account on the site.
You know, but what I mean is, like, if I lost the login or forgot the login, you know, it would be possible to have
Just
the same
like with
problem.
just like with any site, you can hit the forget password, you know, things like that, and get your emails or contact support, and be able to, you know, once you're able to prove that you are either through the forget password or whatever, you'll be able to access your account again.
Can I put my devil's advocate hat on and speak for somebody who may not be here at the moment, the naysayer, if you will? You know, what if my account got hacked and somebody was just waiting for my number to be called and then just logged in as me? You know, like things like that nature. You know, it's never have I ever had to worry about somebody having my physical wallet in their back pocket just waiting for my number to hit.
Okay, so, you know, just like, so you got a couple scenarios there, okay? So just like do you live in the States, or do you put that out there?
Yeah, no, I live in New Jersey.
Okay. All right. So, you know, as of right now, if you want to go buy a Powerball ticket, you got to get up, get dressed. You know, y'all got those nor'easters running through there and all that other good stuff. You know, go to the 7-Eleven, try to translate whatever the person at the ticket booth's trying to tell you, and get your ticket, right? So with us, you do that. Those tickets go offline. You will not be able to purchase tickets, just like Lotto. You know, an hour before the drawing, you can't purchase any more tickets.
Right.
Those tickets come offline an hour to 2 hours. We haven't decided yet. We're still working with our auditing firm on what's best. That entire database is downloaded into a cold storage. Then the drawing happens, and then the auditing team takes that database, loads it onto a computer that is completely safe, not on the internet, matches the numbers. If there are any winners, then they're loaded back into the database. Now your question is what if somebody hacks my account? Here in the United States, anything over $1,000, if you go to the casino or whatever, anything over $1,000, if you go to the casino, you know, you gotta show your license. You know, they give you the little pay tickets thing, like that. Excuse me. We're doing the same thing. Oh, okay. Anything over a $1,000 win, you have to KYC through our auditing firm.
Okay, so that's what separates you from all the smart contract gambling sites. Is, you know, this is legit. You have an auditing firm, you have lawyers. All right,
yes, sir.
So this is, again, like I was saying earlier, this is appealing to the people that don't really care about crypto as well as the people that do. You know, like that's so. Is there going to be a way for me to say, you know, show my mom how to use PayPal to get a lottery ticket for Coin Lotto, or is this going to be crypto only?
Well, we're starting, you know, of course, due to the regulatory law, especially here in the United States, you know, Uncle Sam likes to fondle all the little baby Bitcoins as much as he can.
Yeah, long arm of the law.
You know, we're working with a company called Simplex, which allows.
I fucking love Simplex. They work with Edge.
We're working with a company with Simplex. We're, you know, hopefully I didn't put it out there too much. We're signing a contract with them, which is going to allow people to go through their system to use their Visa debit cards for crypto, which will then be in turn be able to be used to buy lottery tickets. However, now you're going to say, well, okay, what about all the people that are in other parts of the world? So what we've done with that is we are actually working with private investors throughout the world, and we're going to do a licensing deal with that country and they're going to be able to through that license, like let's just say Japan, right?
So you see this as a worldwide lottery, not
It's
just
an international lottery.
It's an international world lottery.
Is
Yes,
this the first international lottery?
correct.
Yes.
Yeah, I've never heard those two words
And
in
Ken,
together.
at CCP, let me just jump in. And Ken, what you got to understand too, it's an on-ramp for people that want to learn more about crypto, but this is a relatable item. Like this is something that is relatable to the average person that, might want to jump into crypto. Also, you got the free lottery that they could win $1 million for free. You don't even have to play the game. You got the
Well, you got to play. You just don't have to pay to play the game.
right, exactly. Right.
Dude, I think that's genius, right? Like that's a genius incentive to get somebody to actually visit the site, even if it is just for the free invite.
Well, see, and also here's the cool thing about offering a free lottery. There's no regulatory laws, not only in the United States, but anywhere in the world that prohibits or makes it illegal to play a free lottery.
That's a beautiful loophole.
So that now gets us in every country in the world.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then you got the node with the tokens where you can make passive income paid out in Bitcoin.
Yeah,
You got weekly, quarterly, and monthly. Basically, how they're going to get those dividends is 50% of the advertising revenue and 10% of all ticket sales. So there's a lot of features for the investor that wants to invest.
So I saw that you have the CLT token. It's an ERC20 token.
Well, that's going to be changed.
Well, what's the utility of the token for the platform? Like, what use case would the token have?
So recently, just in the last 7 days, we came to an agreement, my team and I, that we were, by offering the CLT token, we were putting ourselves in a box. Okay, so World Gaming Technologies is a company. Coin Lotto is just a game, a brand underneath that company. We have plans to offer other games through our company. We're going to be releasing a roadmap in the next few days where we're going to actually be offering the first World's Bingo, a casino, and live poker as well.
You had me at bingo. That's my skill level of gambling right fucking there, bro.
So we didn't want to put ourselves in a box by just offering a CLT, which stood, of course, for Coin Lotto token.
Right. So it gives it one niche that it can kind of go in. I get you.
Yeah. So what we've decided to do is rebrand and offer what's called a WGT token, which is World Gaming Technologies. So if you buy this token, not the current offer with the game with the brand that we have is Coin Lotto, so you'll get 10% of ticket sales and 50% of ad revenue. As being a token holder for the company, as more games, more brands come out, those are also going to offer reward payments that's then going to be coming into that token. So instead of building 5 tokens for, let's say, 5 projects, we're building 1 token. And when we have our 5 products out on the market, all 5 of those revenues are now going to come back and give to those token holders as rewards.
Nice.
Awesome. Well, first off, shout out to my new subscribers, Mike and Soul. Much appreciated. Pound that subscribe button, everybody. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I guess they're picking up what you're putting down, man. And I'm digging that World Lotto concept, and I see the potential behind the utility token that has like gamified gambling incentives. I mean, right now things like fucking Candy Crush and Flappy Bird are just killing it. People want some dumb little thing that they can interact with, and like you said, like the 3 free tickets is kind of what, you know, people kind of get started off with. They just want to see what something like. They don't have to necessarily get involved. Exactly. So I'm just curious a little bit about the gamification of being able to you know, I guess how I guess E&J was kind of pointing it out. There's like basically a side bet on that by being able to maybe, you know, add funds to your tickets. How's that kind of work out again?
So what you're going to be able to do is we are in the process of working with several people to make nodes for your basic 5 tokens: Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, and Litecoin. Now, the reason why I chose those 5 currencies is because if, you know, little Susie down the street wants to play and she starts Googling, you know, cryptocurrency and stuff, she's going to see an ad for Coinbase. She, you know, especially here in the United States or anything like that.
Right.
So I based the currencies that you're going to be able to play our games with based on Coinbase, because that's, you know, they're going to be high up in the ranking. It's very simple to make an account, you know, and they already have everything in place to accept your credit cards, your bank statements, ACH payments, whatever. And it gives you a way in and out of crypto very simply.
So you're not going to have to. So I'm not going to get paid out in your in-house token. I'm going to win Bitcoin.
No, you get paid out in Bitcoin.
Crypto, yeah.
Okay, fuck yeah. All right, so like a lot of people probably watching until you said that, and I was kind of like holding it ready to ask. Like, we're probably worried about being paid out in a shitcoin. You know, no offense, but like that's how they would see this, right? Like, oh, I want Bitcoin or nothing, or Ethereum.
Your rewards will be paid out like your node rewards will be paid out in Bitcoin, and if you are lucky enough to be a jackpot winner, those will be paid in Bitcoin as well, unless we're like running a special, you know, let's say, and you know, hopefully I don't get in trouble for this. Let's say I come up to some agreement with, like, let's say Litecoin, right? And as a promotion, we pay out in Litecoin for that jackpot. You know,
that makes sense because the transaction fees and things. So what about the assets that you're paying out in? Is that purchased with the funds that have been like used to bet or enter? Like if the game's free to play, you know, and where does the money come from then? You know, that's my curiosity.
Of course, the you know, you have 2 sides to every coin. You have the free side, which the jackpot is $1 million. It will never be any less, never be any more. Then you have a progressive side, just like you know, all the lotteries that we know of.
That's the gambling side.
Is that $1 million in escrow or cold storage in crypto or in fiat somewhere in a bank?
So so the Moonball, which is going to be the first game that we release, we have been guaranteed by a guarantor that they will put up the first $1 million. Okay, so if someone was to win on the very first drawing, you know, let's say we only do $500,000 in ticket sales, right? But somebody wins on the first drawing, they're going to guarantee that $1 million as a starting jackpot. You know, now once, of course, you know, let's say we're doing $100 million a day, then of course that's easy to be able to have that starting jackpot. And as we continue to grow, we want to do just like Mega Millions and Powerball did. You know, if somebody wins it, we want to be able to have enough reserve funds to where one day maybe our starting jackpot will be 40 million, just like, you know, Powerball is.
Well, I have an idea for that. I mean, like that kind of inspired a thought. What about reaching out to projects like, you know, Dash, and seeing if they'd sponsor a Dash Lotto, sponsored lotto, where Dash is the guaranteed payout because Dash proposal funded the jackpot. Like, there's a really interesting concept that you can kind of run with, is sponsored lotteries by token companies that can make the way for them to give away their tokens to the people who enter for free.
Well, if you know, once we blow up and these companies see the $1 million to $2 million, 2 million views per day that we're getting, they're going to be contacting our ad department. So they're gonna want to talk to us. I'm not, you know, I haven't went and begged anybody for nothing yet, and I'm not going to start now.
Totally respect. One of my commenters, wanted to know. Sound Dr. Genie wanted to know. What was your past experiences? Is it related in the gambling industry at all?
I did traditional stocks for about a year and a half. Did very well and moved over into mining.
Oh, cool.
Lost a bunch of money buying
Happened
ant
to
miners.
everybody who did. I'm sorry to hear, but it was fucking awesome that you wanted to contribute that way. I mean, you were helping secure the network as a miner, so
Yep.
fuck yeah, man.
Yep. So I started out with 4 miners. I actually converted my 10 by 20 building that I had at my house into a negative pressure mining farm. I had over 200 miners there, ant miners, not including the multi GPU miners that I custom built. And then was like, crypto is very similar to traditional stocks in the ways of trading and understanding, loss and value and, overvalue and all this good stuff. So I started a YouTube channel. I used to be a professional gamer, so I was very comfortable in front of the camera.
What would you play?
Actually, you're going to laugh at me. I was actually in the top 50 in the world on a mobile game called Clash of Clans.
I envy you. Oh no, I played Clash of Clans. I spent so much money on Clash of Clans before I got into Bitcoin. I'm so happy
I probably spent
found
about
Bitcoin.
$15,000 on my main account.
Yeah, I got some level 9 walls and shit, bro. My town halls, I think level 10 or something. Like, I fucks with Clash of Clans, so like, there's no. I'm not laughing, dude. I am not worthy.
I did the whole professional war clan and everything. Had an opportunity to do one when they first started. When Pat and Galadon first started with the esports aspect of it, I got invited to go there and wasn't able to at that moment because of my job. So they were really looking for YouTubers, and I really wasn't a big YouTuber, but at that time, so
that's
cool. I love that game.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I guess right around the time you might have stopped is they came out with a thing for Android for you to just stream your phone screen right to YouTube as for mobile gamers. So if you want to play you can actually use YouTube to do gamer mode, and it screen records your phone screen and puts it right on YouTube.
I did everything through OBS.
Oh, that's what I'm using OBS right now.
I just mirrored my phone to my OBS to my computer. And then, had the setup with the cameras and, and all the whistles and bells from OBS. So
that's pretty cool, man. Well, dude, I can't wait to actually be able to like play the coin lotto, and like I want to see the balls, the physical retro aspect, all play out. Because like, I'm telling you guys, like, it's an international lotto, so I could see.
I just announced the other day we just signed a contract with our host. So she's a actress and a recording artist. So we're really super excited about that.
Where's the lotto physically located? Like, where's this physical location? Is it in like, Vegas, Atlantic City, New Jersey?
That's undisclosed.
I can dig it. Okay.
No disrespect.
It's decentralized. You want to come on and host one time?
I would love to check it out. You can black bag me, and we'll do it like FBI style, and I'll be like, oh my god, like no, not for nothing, but people do that with their grow operations. If you want to go see somebody's farm, they're black bagging you. I don't care if you're my cousin, you're coming in a bag.
Yeah. Once we get out and out into the public.
Data Bunker for the super chat. Thank you, Data Bunker.
Yes. Oh, and by the way,
tell them about Data Bunker?
By the way,
wait, Data Bunker.
All of our jackpots are protected by Data Bunker.
Yeah.
So the Litecoin, I would imagine, since it's so much fucking crypto, right? It would be in a Data Bunker.
So literally, let's say our jackpot's $1 billion, right? So, we will have what's called a lump annuity. Okay, so you'll get 33% up front, and then you're paid monthly over the next 7 years. But when you're given your first your lump sum, you're actually handed a data bunker with your 33% of your jackpot.
Wow, dude, that's fucking amazing. I mean, dude, you're gonna need something like that for your winnings. Period. You're not gonna be like, here's your money. Here, don't worry. It's a Bitcoin hardware wallet. Don't worry. Your keys to your new car.
Yeah. And here's, a lot of people have asked us, well, if the jackpot's $1 billion, why do you not just give the whole jackpot? They want it. Well, and I'm going to explain it to you like this, and I mean no disrespect to the public, and hopefully nobody thinks I'm an asshole. Okay? But the reason why I'm not going to give just a random person $1 billion in Bitcoin is because people are stupid, especially with the fact if they don't know anything about crypto. I'm not going to give someone $1 billion of Bitcoin and then them turn around and tank the market.
Yo, I love that. Yo, genius. I wasn't even thinking about that, but if you're right, if people aren't emotionally attached to that money they won, they don't give a fuck about Bitcoin. They want fiat. Yeah. That you're right. It would be like Mt. Gox dumping their chunk when they did.
So by doing it, the way that we're doing it, yes, you're going to win a good amount of money, and I understand if you dump it, but it's not going to completely kill the market. If I give you $1 billion, you will kill the market.
Yeah, especially if you plan on dumping it. Yeah, absolutely.
So it's all about it. We want to reward this person that won fair and square, but at the same time, we have to protect our space. We have to protect the entire market of cryptocurrency.
Plus, we're at $1 trillion market cap.
Yeah, well, it's not that far of a fetched thought. I mean, with the force behind the ETFs and the amount of institutional desire to get into this industry, like a lot of people don't, talk about it much, but even if we got 3% of the odd commodity investors, the people that already invest in the things that are traditionally odd, 3% of those start putting money into this, there's not enough crypto to go around. Now look at the institutions that are hedging into this for pensions, 401ks, retirements, or corporations in Europe are buying, I think 3 out of 5 companies in Europe are buying Bitcoin strictly for ransomware and security purposes. They don't care about Bitcoin being an investment for, a currency or even using it as a technology. It's an insurance policy to a lot of companies that are accumulating this. So wait for the floodgates to open up for like the real money to move in, and I'm not talking about buying paper Bitcoin, a futures Bitcoin. I'm talking about they have it in they have the private keys in their wallet. The Bitcoin's off the supply. They're not using Coinbase that's, probably has 21 million Bitcoin already in circulation for all we know. I would love to audit Coinbase. Give up on the Federal Reserve. Who cares? Let's audit Coinbase and see what they're doing. See if they even have the money they say you do.
Well, I will tell you this. I cannot tell you my source, and I cannot tell you exactly everything. But probably in the next 3 months, you're going to see a huge announcement coming out of Coinbase.
I see a lot of
that will probably answer a lot of the comments that you just made.
I saw they just purchased the competitor to Chainalysis. There's a protocol that they use to basically just hit go, and it sniffs blockchain transactions and finds patterns, and it even finds a way to untumble transactions to backtrack it to the original source. And Coinbase just gobbled this up. And Binance has even publicly announced the incorporation of Chainalysis, which is a federal owned entity now. So it is something I would be worried about using centralized exchanges for sure, man. Like, that's why I like Data Bunker so fucking much. Like, some people really think that somebody's going to put 10 or 1 million even into this without having an EMP fireproof safe to put it in. No, nobody's going to put $1 million into this today with looking at this as being their storage device. It's not going to happen. Never gonna happen. But you show them that I could put this in a microwave, and then I could turn it on, and then I could put it in Antarctica, and then I drop it in a fucking fire pit, and you can still get your money out of it. It's gonna give them the confidence they need to start moving that amount of money into it. And you know, that's what I think STOs are gonna kind of provide for the investors that the ICOs did not. And things with like your token, you know, the utility tokens. I think a lot of as soon as the platforms are there, the utility tokens are going to have a big boom. But I don't see large capital moving in until the platform is there for the utility token. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But I do see a lot of retail investors like me, ENJ, maybe one or two of my viewers that want to support a project like Coin Lotto just because we want to see it exist, and hopefully whatever it does well, and I can make something out of it.
Yeah,
but,
and you mentioned this earlier, and a lot of people, I've gotten a lot of slack from people saying, "Oh, well, you know, lotteries steal from old people and the poor, and you know, you're just trying to make a quick buck, and you know, how is this going to bring mass adoption?"
I can answer before you do. I want to say one thing. Grandma can't invest in the lotto and stake a node. Your turn.
It has nothing to do with the gambling aspect. That the gambling aspect is not what's going to bring mass adoption. It's the fact that now you have a product that is relatable to the everyday person. If I walk outside, I'm outside of a restaurant right now. My wife and my brother's inside eating. I can walk up to 10 people. Do you know what blockchain is? Do you know what APIs are? Do you know what this is? They're going to tell me no. But if I ask them, do they know what a lottery is? They're going to say yes. And all I have to do is say, well, look, I've got a lottery that uses cryptocurrency. Oh yeah, I've seen that Bitcoin stuff on TV. Now I just sparked an idea in their head. And when you spark an idea in someone's head, more than likely they're going to go home and they're going to hit Google and they're going to find out about it. So imagine these people that's going to see this, that's going to hear about it. I mean, if P3D can get on the news with having 20,000 Ethereum, imagine what's going to happen the first time that someone wins a free $1 million, or the first time that somebody wins a $3, $4, $5, $10 billion jackpot.
That's true. I mean, the mainstream media would jump on that, and then, like you said, the free entries, it's a no-brainer, man. I mean, I really can dig it. And there's so many ways that, like, right now to gamify, like you said, you're adding games and everything like that. I mean, there's, like I was talking to ENJ, you could add a background miner to your website. So while I'm watching the Coin Lotto Powerball, I could actually be mining Monero for you while watching your lottery.
You done?
So while I'm watching it,
I'm finishing up.
Sorry.
Okay.
You know what?
I'm sorry.
No, man, I didn't realize I'm running on 2 hours. Yo, you weren't kidding when you said you were gonna take up my whole day, bro. You can have it, but I'm just like, you know, I'm excited to see this actually take place and see the international volume. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a stats nerd, so I just want to see if like Asia's more participant than the U.S. or South America, because I actually predict. Here's what I predict. Because of it being free, a free entry, the only people that are actually going to care at first are the people that have nothing, you know, they're in need, right? Like, I predict probably Venezuela would have the most volume to your website because people are looking for more chances to get income in any way. It's free to enter this lottery, free to enter that lottery, or go to the website, whatever.
Hey Ken, you got to get Bitcoin Energy and Liquid Assets to do some advertising on Coin Lotto on the website.
They could do their own Powerball. Maybe somebody could win a lifetime supply of Bitcoin Energy as a jackpot.
Well, guys, I don't mean to be rude, but my family's waiting on me to eat. Ken, I would once we get the site up and running, the World Gaming Technology site up and running, which will hold the exchange and give more information on our company and what we're planning on doing in our games and development. I would love to be able to maybe have another conversation with you.
Absolutely.
And we can do a live stream to where I'm a little bit better prepared. Maybe I'm in front of a computer. I can share my screen or things like that.
I appreciate the impromptu-ness, and I appreciate, you know, the straight up honesty. You know, a lot of what you said, I you know, seemed really straightforward. You know, like you said, you came to some agreements like 7 days ago on things, and you know, that's the things a lot of people look at as, you know, being real. You know, you're keeping it real. I apprite that, and I'm looking forward to having you back on, man. I would love to go more in depth.
And also, just to let you know, on our website, every piece of documentation is there on the website for you to see. I have letters from my attorneys. I have letters from the auditing companies. Like I said, you can go to Smart Play International, which makes the machines.
Right in Jersey.
And right there in Jersey.
Ah.
And they actually have a page for us that says, that validates that they sold us the machines. They show the pictures of the balls, everything.
So you can visit coinlotto.com right now and check out, do your own due diligence. It's all right there.
Now the coinlotto.com is just our splash page, because
it will take you to the other page though, right at the top.
Well, we're still in development, Ken.
We're still under development. We're looking at a full launch. Probably, excuse me, let me rephrase how I say that. We're looking at starting the free lottery within the next month, and then the progressive jackpot before the end of quarter 1.
Cool, man, dude.
And then the tokens and the nodes will go up soon, right, Daniel?
Yes, we're the tokens. The exchange will open within the next, let's say, 3 to 5 days.
Okay.
And then once the progressive jackpot side opens, you'll be able to generate your node, and then you'll be able to start receiving your rewards.
Dude, I mean, that's not that far away. I was starting to like worry how.
You got free, you got betting, and you got node rewards for passive income, and it's transparent. I mean, you know, there's not much more. And we're also looking for influencers. So right now we've got hundreds of influencers on our teams. And if you know anybody that wants to get involved and make some money, then we can
Put
get
them under EJ Gold.
and that's just our inside company marketing. That's not including our marketing firms. We're planning on spending $8 million within the first 90 days in marketing.
Talking to the chat there. Yo, this has been a great fireside roundtable, impromptu, not another Bitcoin interview, I would say. You know, this is totally unconventional, man. And I appreciate your impromptu pop on and Coin Lotto, Crypto Keep, and ENJ.
I literally got like 20 messages while I'm driving. You know, Daniel, you got to get on there. And I'm like, okay.
Well, you gotta get on one-on-one. I have a link on Twitter. Anybody can come on the podcast. Click the link, schedule it at your convenience, and I'll have you back on the podcast. I guess I'll wrap things up where I'm at. I'll give everybody a chance to say one thing. Elevator pitch. I'll start with you, Coin Lotto. Elevator pitch. Say your buys.
Do your own research with any crypto project. That's all that's my pitch. I'm not gonna pitch you to ask you to play. Just do your own research. Don't listen to a voice that comes out of your screen. Actually put in some work.
All right, yo, Keeper, what's up? Elevator pitch yourself.
My tag is scared money don't make money, brother.
That is facts. That is facts. ENJ.
My final words is never too late to invest if it's a real thing. There's never a wrong time to invest. If it's real, it'll always be there.
I thought you were going to say smoke a doobie.
I gotta go, guys. See you.
Have a day. All right, guys. If you enjoyed the podcast, pound that thumbs up button. Don't forget to click subscribe and flick the alert bell right next to subscribe. Shout out to all the people that tuned in. I appreciate you. I got 6 new subscribers, a couple super chats. Shout out to Data Bunker, the EMP proof Bitcoin hardware wallet. It's actually a lot more than that. It's much more than that, but it's the best Bitcoin hardware wallet you can get, guys. Check out Data Bunker. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate you coming on the podcast.
Thank you.
Everybody have a day.